Welcome back. Last time we talked about starting to find your core stabilizers and strengthen up through your transverse abdominals, which are the deep core stabilizers. So it's not the abs that you see. It's not our traditional six-pack abs. But today we're going to talk a little bit about that. So the rectus abdominis, or those six-pack, that superficial layer of abs that you actually see, can be strengthened up and certainly toned. We're going to do a little bit of work in that area today. So everything that you see me do today will require anywhere from 16 to 8 repetitions. We'll start with 16 and then it's usually 8 pulses. I'm not going to bore you with that whole series and take 10 to 15 minutes to work you through it, but I am going to show you how each of the moves works in the body. So it's a simple reclined position to start, and very similar to how we started with our transverse abdominals, it's just going to be a simple reverse crunch. By this point, you should be pretty familiar with keeping the navel stitched to the spine. So you're going to take 16 here. Plant the soles to the floor. Hands come lightly behind the head, not pulling on the neck. You want to keep your chin level with the ceiling, and then just slowly roll the shoulders up off the floor, crunching the lowest ribs toward the hips and pulling the navel down to the spine. Again, 16 here. When you're done with 16, keep your shoulders at their highest point, keeping those abdominals active, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, you'll take 8 pulses. Lower down. Extend one leg. Crunch in and up. Again, keeping that neck loose, chin slightly tucked, not pulling with the hands. You're going to take 16 of these. When you are through 16, you stay at your highest point and pulse for 8. And you take the opposite leg and pulse. So 16 of each major move, 8 pulses. Again, extending the leg. Now you're going to think about the inner shoulder coming to the inner knee. So you want to draw up and across the body, up and across the body. What we don't want to do is simply close off the elbow. I'm not working anything through my abs here. You really want to keep those elbows wide. Think about the line from the inner shoulder to the inner knee. 16. Stay at your highest point and pulse for 8. Same thing, other side. And pulse. Now, in between sets, you can draw the hips up. Take a deep breath in, stretching across the abs. After you've taken the cross-body crunch, you will take your hands long, arms up, draw up, 2, 3 for 16, stay at your highest point, reach through for 8. And again, same thing, other side, 16 and 8. Knees come into chest to rest. One foot drops, opposite ankle crosses over. Reach your hand out, so the hand of the same side that the knee is bent. And again, come across shoulder to knee, so not closing the elbow, shoulder to inner knee. As you come through 16, you will keep your shoulders square and lifted. Lift your heel off the floor and tap down for 8. And just switch other side. Reaching. 16 here, 8 here. Knees into the chest to rest, 2 or 3 breaths. You'll rise up, drawing elbows to knees, and then drop everything down. Double crunch. 16. Knees into the chest. And then we will take the dreaded bicycle. So in your bicycle, again, what you really want to think about is slow, steady, controlled movements. Extending out, draw shoulder into knee. So you don't just want to twist the upper body. It's a deep, stable, slow, steady twist. And it's a right, left is a 1 count. Right, left 2. You're doing 16 total. Your knees will come into your chest. Drop the soles of the feet to the floor. Draw the heels in close enough that maybe the middle finger could touch those heels. Roll the shoulders high up off the floor and reach as if you want to touch for that outer ankle. So again, it's a right, left, one. It's not a sloppy reaching with the hands. Strong, controlled movement. 16 on a double count. Knees into the chest. By this point, your abs are feeling it. Now, last one on the back, completely optional. This takes that heel lift that we did when we were training the transverse abdominals and takes it to the next level. You're going to lift the heels and then lower down, keeping that navel stitched and the back flat, almost touch the heels to the floor. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, lower down, doing 8 of those. And then you can roll right up to seated. Now from seated, we're going to take boat crunches, very similar to what you saw at the beginning of our transverse abdominal work, but this time no support from the hands. You want to try and be right on your sits bones, so you should feel the bones that are under your bum rooting into the floor. Balance there by lifting the chest and then drawing the knees in. Now right there you might feel your low belly activate. And you're going to lower down and lift up. Just taking 8 of these. Take your hands to the center of your chest. Draw down and then twist. Now what we don't want to do is just twist the elbows. Twist from the center of the chest, keeping thumbs at the center of the chest. Again, 8 on a double count. So right, left is 1. Right, left is 2. From there, you're going to find your lowest point in your boat, extend your legs out, and flutter kick. Right, left, 1. Right, left, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest tall, collarbones broad, and crossover scissor kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knees in, roll down, take a deep breath in, and a full breath out. Cross your ankles over. You have the option of rocking and rolling a few times. Try not to use your hands. This will work your abs as well. Rolling up and back. Rolling up and back. Maybe 4 times there. And then just find a simple seat, hands to the knees, deep breath in, full breath out. Maybe twist it out. Whatever you feel you have time for. Whole routine will take anywhere from 7 to 12 minutes, depending on the rest you take between sets. And if you take this anywhere from 1 to 5 times per week, every other day, not every day, you will find a significant difference through the abdominals. So I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me today.